Nick went far over there.
It's all spread out. I dispersed. We have a big stage today.
Wow.
How are you guys? I'm equally as excited. We're here in Vegas for the first time as us being 21 and $200 in profit gambling, so I feel excited.
$50 down!
Yeah.
But I'm more excited to be with you guys than I am to be in profit $200. So
Wow.
thank you for all that. That's amazing. You guys as a collective are worth more than $200.
Wow. So sweet, Nick.
Yes, I'm super excited to be here.
Chris is going to tell you all about our plans for today while we hang out today.
Yes, I will. Today, we have 4 segments on our lovely show. We start off with our group chat segment, to kick it off. Then we go into our anonymous confession segment. Then our story time segment. And then at the very end, before we leave you guys for the night, one triplet will reveal a big surprise.
One triplet or 2 triplets.
Or 2 triplets. You truly never know.
You truly never know.
Yes.
That's the beauty in it. But as you were saying, our first segment is our group chat segment.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And basically what our group chat segment... Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna hear
So,
last chatter in a second.
The group chat, side note, I really wish I knew a magic trick because this would be the place to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know one, so don't get excited. Anyways, group chat. Before we left for this tour, Chris, being the least lazy triplet, compiled about 200 to 250, 300 just random text threads, Instagram talks, Snapchat memories.
Yeah, Echo.
Echo, interesting.
It worked.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, it was my goal going through the memories. How dirty can I do Nick at some of these shows? And now that we're 2 shows left, I can reveal that information. I did Nick dirty in so many videos. So many times he was bald, so many times he used his underwear. I think it was the first show, actually, I got one of his jeans being like halfway open from the back. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but anyways, let's see what compilation of group messages. That's a good word to use. Compilation. Let's see what compilation of group chat messages we have for you guys today. Starting off with group chat message number 1.
Oh, it's a text. Okay. I sent a plane screenshot and circled "where is my plane" and said, "That's it. I'm about to use this button."
Ha ha ha, I'm dead. Boarding right now. Chris, what did she say?
They deleted my existence from Delta, in quotes.
Do you remember this lady?
This was the craziest experience of our life. Chris, tell the story. If you think you
That's
can.
a lot of pressure.
I can do it if you want.
I think that we can collectively do it, and I'll pick up where you left off.
Okay, we walk in onto this plane, and there's this lady, and she's sitting in my seat.
Yes.
And I looked at my seat and looked at my ticket, and I was like, that lady is in the wrong chair here.
Yeah.
And I told the lady, and she came back from the front of the plane after talking to a flight attendant, yelling at me for moving her shit. I said, you put it on my chair!
And then Matt basically was like, that's my seat. She goes, yeah, they deleted my existence from Delta. And she got up and left. And she was like mad at us 3 that her seat was taken by
She was
us.
also nowhere near the right seat. Like,
No, yeah, we
like,
saw her ticket, and it was
opposite.
like completely a different number. I'm like, if you learned how to read, your life would be so much easier, and you wouldn't be banished from Delta all the time. Your existence would be
there.
existence would be here. Okay, group chat message number 2. Let's see it.
Oh my god. Wow. Rare footage of me, Nick.
Me and Matt just both
in math
hustled in math class.
This is just math. What is you doing?
Yeah, it looks like you're scratching your own back.
I don't know what's going on there.
That's just a really... That was actually, fun fact, our only class together in all of high school was our math class, and our teacher hated us. Hated us so much.
Very valid reasons.
Yeah, one time, Matt and Chris wanted to leave the classroom, and they were standing up at the front of the room, and one of you, Matt, was like, oh my god, there's an alligator. And the teacher turned around to see said alligator. There was no alligator.
And I ran out of the class.
And then we ran
Obviously.
separate directions.
Yeah,
So
but I'm like, using an alligator as like a dispersing technique is the craziest thing ever.
Especially in high school.
math class.
Yeah.
All right, next group chat message.
should have been a crocodile, but crocodile. Okay. I just landed. A little mouse with hard eyes. Oh shit, I'll start driving now. I'll treat you when I get off the plane and stuff. I hope you mean text. LFAO, yes, text. Bet. Treat too if you want.
Ew!
And I said, I'm your brother, dude. Take the joke. I said, sure.
I'm so happy to not be a part of this thread
Yeah.
of flirtatious messages between you both.
Well, it clearly was a typo, and then I went with a joke, and Matt can't handle it.
Matt can almost never keep the joke going. If we have like
Never.
a good joke going, Matt literally he's the sniper of a good joke. He shoots it and kills it.
Wow, Matt, how do you feel to have that title on like a comedy-based tour right now? You're the sniper of all good jokes. How does that make you feel? 1 through 10. You can just rate it. Throw it around.
He's like, yeah.
10.
Well,
10. Yep.
10.
Next one.
What?
Dude, no, not the next one.
No,
No.
next one. I agree. I love this day.
I know.
Even though it looks like I'm being kidnapped, this is one of my favorite days.
I know.
I vividly
See, I know that we're putting you in the trunk of a car, but my bigger takeaway is how tight your jeans were. That. Dude, the tight.
I had the exact same thought. I'm like, yes, I'm in a trunk, but I'm also wearing women's
I'm
pants. for sure.
I'm like, wow. Yes, there's a body that's being put in this trunk, but those jeans are tight, man.
Yeah, no, that was-
Holy.
You matched with the car though. It's like red,
Red, white,
blue.
blue. No, I remember that. It was actually so fun because that was when my friend Michaela first got her license in high school, and we were putting stuff in her trunk. I remember we were like bringing stuff to our house, and there was like a glow in the dark safety tab, but it wasn't glowing because it wasn't dark. So I was like, I want to see if it'll glow. So that's why I remember I got into the trunk to. It did glow.
Would you do it again?
I would 100% do it. That's insane.
beautiful, man.
Anyways, next group chat message.
Chris.
Oh my god! A competition fight! Both of you! Don't actually, please. Okay, we're gonna read this group chat message.
Nick,
That's
go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, bro, I thought Prime Pizza sold mini meatballs, so I got 9 of them, and now I have 6 extra huge meatballs.
I said, I'm starving. I wish. Matt's the name. Meatballs are my game.
LMFAO. Matt,
Wow.
meatballs being your game is something that's really intense. It's intense sounding that your game is meatballs.
Matt gave himself the nickname self-proclaimed Meatball Matt for a while.
Cheers for the nickname Meatball Matt is unreal.
Insane.
Yeah.
So how does
Chris,
that
why would you assume that the meatballs were mini?
What?
Why would you assume that the meatballs were mini?
Because I thought I got them in person before, and then I thought they like on Uber Eats they like jumboed them because when I got them
They
were
jumboed them. They didn't just send you regular meatballs.
No, they jumboed
They
them.
jumboed them.
Yes.
They said, you know what? Chris is ordering jumbo the meatballs.
Correct. Jumbo.
That's
Whoever
crazy.
came up with meatballs, genius. Next group chat.
Exquisite, divine, amazing.
Never going out again. Never going out again.
Wow, what a series of emotions. I went from having the best meal of my life to stabbing myself with a butter knife.
Yeah.
All within the sequence of 10 minutes.
The amount of times we've gone out to eat and Dad said, "I'm never taking you guys out again." When we
It's
were
insane,
kids,
it's
it's
like-
like insane because we would always just drive our dad nuts.
I think
But
our
told
dad's
Dad-
biggest fear when we were kids was taking us into any sort of like thrift or antique shop.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of things we could break. Like I know every kid universally experiences their parent telling them like, when we go in this store, don't touch a thing. Unless you guys don't also know that. Do you guys also know that? Thank God. Thank God. Okay, good. Okay, next group chat message. Next group chat message.
Chris, what is that?
I said, what the fuck is this? And it's like some sort of like
No idea.
towel thingy majiggy.
I said no idea. My towel I got for Christmas. I think it's another another thing for the obstacle course we call home. Helps with my dead skin and itchy
I
back.
said, are you dead ass?
Wow, I'm such a poet.
You're just weird for also including this in the group chat segment for the tour, because why do you want to talk about your dead skin and itchy back on stage?
Listen, I had to find 15 shows worth of text messages, and the amount of, like, random bullshit we talked about in the day, this is the most entertaining.
I love how I
thing.
asked you a question, you gave me a solid, exact answer.
You
and I
are
still are
dead
dead ass. I just couldn't believe that ugly, see-through, hideous, like, dead skin towel thing belonged to you. I thought it was Dad trying to make like some sort of like invention or something.
No, that's me. That's all me. I don't know why it's
Because you found that it
I
worked.
hate how like public and like running of a bit it is that like I'm an itchy person. Like I have dry skin. Like that's a terrible.
Literally all.
That's
needs-
awful.
it's
Also,
literally
can we
all
talk
needs
about
yourself.
how poetic Matt's text is?
Very poetic.
I think
I
it's
said that.
another thing for this obstacle course we call home. That's like
Wow.
that's deep.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, that was the last group chat
I think it
message.
was.
Thank
Wow.
God.
Wow.
And that has been our group chat segment. What a really interesting group of messages there.
That was
We had me in a trunk, me stabbing myself at dinner, and your itchy back.
and you guys puzzled in school and a bunch of meatballs.
That's like a good, fun little
Nick,
arrangement.
I have to ask your favorite.
Of the group chat messages,
Yes.
has to be me in the trunk.
I agree.
Classic.
Classic.
Really
When else is that gonna happen? You know?
Never.
The second we get back to LA, I'll jump in the trunk if you want.
No, because it's not as good in a car like ours. Because you can like, it has to be a car you have to get out to access
Yes.
the trunk. That's only when it's fun to put someone hostage in your trunk.
Okay, what?
No, I'm just saying. If we did that in our trunk, like an SUV, it's not as fun because you could just like jump over the seat. It has to be more.
With
like,
that being said,
Let's be more
I'm just gonna kill that
death-defying.
there. Speaking of death-defying, let's get into the anonymous confession segment.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the reason death-defying is the perfect word to describe our anonymous confession segment is because of some of the anonymous confessions that we have received from people during this tour. I'm so shocked that half the people have made it to the shows and that they are like alive and well and not behind
Oh my
bars.
I also can't believe how many people just confess things to us instead of like calling your local law enforcement or something.
Correct. You're
I
telling
didn't-
me I'm here for a period of time.
My
during this
grandma
tour.
shot somebody and da da da. It's like, dude, get her some help. Stop telling us.
Correct. Correct. We've had some crazy ones. My favorite was the girl who beheaded a chicken accidentally.
It was fun.
The best one.
She gave us a really good chicken impression as well.
Yes.
We had Eminem in the building at one.
Slim Shady.
All right.
So
So
go ahead.
What, Nick?
No.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, so basically today a bunch of you guys submitted your anonymous confessions. We went through our favorites and put them in this here briefcase. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna give Nick a stack. I'm gonna take a stack for me and Matt. And then if we find your anonymous confession really amazing and fun,
And
we will
interesting, and we feel like we have questions
you.
about it. We'll find you. Maybe some of you guys can make your anonymous confession not anonymous anymore. We can talk about it. Because some of these, my God, some of these need some talking through. So,
Yeah. I'm gonna shut this. It's really irking me that I left it open. Okay.
there you go. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I just sat down, so you start.
Sorry that you just sat down. All right, I'm gonna read the first anonymous confession. When I was 17, I went to a hotel party and had a little bit too much happy fun juice. Fueled by liquid courage, I decided clothes were optional and spent the next hour or so wandering this very public hotel in my birthday suit until I ended up in the pool.
wow.
Ever since this event, I always bring a chaperone while drinking.
That's good. They're here in Vegas, so if you're her friend, be ready. for this.
Yeah, you are in a crazy place to need a drink.
See, at that point, I'm getting one of the backpacks with the leash on it.
Yeah, you're wearing the monkey backpack. for
Correct.
sure. Correct.
Fully naked, but maybe with that monkey backpack.
At least.
At least you're not going anywhere, you know?
I don't understand how someone could be wandering for an hour naked in public settings and not be stopped.
Correct.
An hour? That's like record time.
Well, you also have to think though, is like if someone were wandering toward you naked in a hotel, would you stop them or just mind your business?
That is
I
an
would
absolute-
mind my business. I am not law enforcement. I keep chugging along.
You wouldn't take like a double take. Like,
No, I'd be shocked. I'd be like looking for like a little bonus longer than usual.
get him a towel or something.
I don't. Okay, next one,
Someone
Chris.
said what? That's a great solution.
It is a great solution.
All right, I got one. One time we were staying at a hotel/casino, and we were playing the slots even though we were underage and ended up winning $2,300.
Damn.
That's a big.
That's
win.
it. That's it.
Oh my god.
Venue security, you got some IDs to check today.
There we go, Matt.
Wait, I kind of want to know if they were able to keep the money. Are you in here? Are you in here?
Lawbreakers.
It's okay if you're not.
Maybe they're
Definitely not going to speak up.
Why not?
They got their fake ID. They're ready to
There's
roll
no
someone.
gambling in here. All we got is a story time roulette later on.
Oh, Nick, that was good.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
I guess, yeah, whatever. Stay discreet. That's fine.
All right, anonymous.
Go ahead.
My best friend's SoundCloud rapper boyfriend pulled a gun on me and my boyfriend in the adult aisle of a Spencer's. Then proceeded to pull a knife on my best friend about an hour later.
Why were you still near the motherfucker?
Correct.
What? You said gun first?
Yes.
Gun first in Spencer's, hour later knife.
Yeah, I don't think somebody that's pulling a gun out in the adult section of Spencer's should be allowed to have a knife an hour later.
I fully 100% agree.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck? Where are all these things? Is he wearing like the most baggy, pocketed cargo pants ever? You got a gun and a knife on you? What's
Nobody
going
knows.
on? What's happening? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Do you want to go, Chris?
I have zero follow-up questions for that.
I am on the same page.
All right.
When I was younger, my dad got his truck stolen. Police never found out who did it, but it was found completely torched and lit on fire.
Ooh.
That's almost like a clue. Like, I feel like this was like not a
I
confession.
know.
This was like, you need my help to find
No,
out.
seriously. Nick was secretly in the back of the trunk, clothes inside.
Yeah, I snuck up with the fucking matches and gasoline. No, this is nuts. I would start to question my dad. I'd be like, what is going on?
Correct. Are you involved in your car miraculously? Maybe that's the story you got told.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was good.
Nice, Chris.
Fun fact, we were filming a car video once back in Boston and a car exploded in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Yeah.
We did see some guy doing the same type of deal your dad probably did.
Blowing
So
up.
true.
No, you think the dad blew his own car up?
It's always up for...
Okay, next one. When I was little, my stepdad at the time, who I didn't like, would ask me to make him coffee in the mornings before he had to go to work. 9 out of 10 times, I would put random stuff in it. Raw egg, soap, ketchup, etc. Just because I didn't like him and I didn't want him to enjoy his coffee mix. That's kind of nasty.
I would know
That's gross.
instantly if someone fucked with my drink.
Absolutely. I think so.
Right away.
Hey, you can tell the difference between fucking Pepsi and Pepsi Zero Sugar, so I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
if I ever touch a Pepsi Zero Sugar, that's the day that I'm not as happy as I used to be.
Wow. Deep. Wow. You feel that way?
Oh, 100%. You're drinking, are you taking zero over regular?
It's funny because with a brother like Chris, the question when you're out to eat, is Coke okay when you order a Pepsi, is so different than like the casual nature of that question. Like usually it's just like, yeah, that's fine. But with Chris, it's like, oh, like he starts thinking out his options and it's just like...
The other day, some lady was like, I said, hey, can I get a Coke? Because I just assumed they had Coca-Cola products. And they said, oh, no, it has to be Pepsi. I said, even better.
He did. What a blessing.
Yep.
Okay, do you want to read the next one?
I'll read the next one.
Go for it.
My family was scammed over $200,000 by my dad's best friend dash boss. That's it. That's all the info we have. Nick.
So are you wanting to ask how?
I don't know. I feel like if we ask how, we're gonna get a lot of personal information I don't really know how to react to.
I know, that could be the fun of it.
But if you do get that 200,000 back, at least a half of it on black or red.
Chris!
Have
Horrible.
to do it.
Horrible. Okay, next one. My dad once got drunk and spent $60 on Girl Scout cookies and handed them out to a bar. Then he got upset on the way home because he gave them away. Wait, that's really sweet though. That's like a full circle, like a nice gesture.
If I was absolutely blitzed at a bar, I would love a Girl Scout cookie.
I'm sure you would.
Just thinking about it, you know?
Girl Scout cookies are like one of like the wonders of this world.
Wow. You
I
sold
feel
a
so
bunch.
strongly like that.
Did you get any when you sold some cookies the other day?
I knew that I bought every single cookie before they were even sold. Like
so
I already
that's why you
owned
were
every
just
single
giving
one.
them
Yeah,
out
that's
for
why I was
free.
giving them. I bought
Yeah.
them all. So yeah, I had tons of cookies.
Nick was a
All
Girl
right.
Scout, a little.
Matt, you want to read the next one?
Sure. Once at school, my friend broke her arm, and my phone was dead, so I couldn't call anyone at the time. So I got the school nurse, but the school's nurse didn't believe that she had broken her arm, even though it was very obviously deformed.
Ugh.
So the nurse tried to bend her arm
Oh my god!
into place herself. She ended up making her arm even worse.
I can only
Oh.
imagine. I feel like we haven't found anyone in the crowd yet, so let's find them.
I feel that way too.
Why? Do you have a question? Yes. I want to know what it was like to have your arm.
Well, it was her friend, not her.
But you can ask. Well, let's see. Are you here and willing to participate? You arm breakers? No. She's not the arm breaker. Oh,
Hey!
What's up? We're gonna get you a microphone momentarily.
Right behind us.
Oh, right there. Bam. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Natalie.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Chris, that's your question.
So you're the witness, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of an amazing question here.
Should have had this ready. Right?
Is your friend here or no?
No, she's not here.
Okay, what is? Oh,
Yeah.
accent. Where are you from?
You want to take a guess?
Australia.
No.
Damn, I'm out of guesses. You gotta tell us now.
I'm from New Zealand.
Whoa! I should have fucking guessed that. Damn. Okay, damn it. Well, okay. What is your Chris? You asked what? Like, what was it like that day to witness your friend's deformed arm get crammed into place by the nurse?
I mean, I had to take her to like the nurse,
Uh-huh.
and the nurse like got her, and then she started bending it, and I couldn't watch it, so I just had to leave.
I
Like,
get
it
it.
was
So
awful.
I have a
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much of a deformity is this arm?
No, because I was gonna ask, like, what was the visible deformity before she started? Like, banging?
What segment of the arm was broken?
It was like
Oh.
this.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, that's awful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
Helping me feel that physical pain. It's awful. I literally saw a video of this morning.
No, I was about to say this. This morning, I'm like looking over Nick's shoulder because he's like ripping his hair out, looking at his phone, and he was watching some girl arm wrestling, like snap her arm.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
I will never, ever, ever compete in an arm wrestle, ever. Mark my words.
Never.
I
No,
mean
I
it.
fully agree
If you
with
see
that.
me arm wrestling someone, stop me. That is my biggest fear ever, is breaking my fucking arm.
Just win.
I always say like, no, man, it's not that easy.
I feel like you'd be more scared if you were in the position where you broke the other person's arm.
Oh.
Much less like. There should be like more. We need like instant tests of strength.
Only one sentence on this paper.
Okay.
I have a witch in my family.
Don't we all? I don't know. I just thought that'd be funny.
Yeah, can we?
So yeah, let's figure this out.
Where are you?
Imagine she just flies down from the top of the broomstick.
Right there. Where? I think.
The witch.
All
Make
the way
yourself
up.
known.
All the way
Don't
up.
worry, we're not in Salem.
Hey!
I got
Coming up the stairs. All my witches here. Yeah. All right, Nick. What's your question?
First of all, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Nice
Hey.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Question. What does the job title witch like what does she do?
Well, she was one of the 14 that was executed.
What?
Yeah, her name was Susanna North, and
So-
she has a highway named after her in Massachusetts.
I made a Salem joke, but
So that just got way
it
more
got more
serious.
intense. I revoked my
So
joke.
wait,
from
so wait,
moments
wait,
ago.
wait. What year are we talking?
Matt, come on.
I actually have no idea.
Witchcrafting years.
Wait,
What?
my mom knows. Mom, do you know?
Oh, mom's
No, she
here.
has no clue.
So wait,
That's
so
so
did we
okay.
take like a DNA test? Is this how we figured that out, or is it like a passed down information through the family tree type of thing?
My uncle is really into like the family history, and he figured it out. How did he figure it out, Mom? I don't even know. How did he figure it out? My mom doesn't know either.
Damn! Well, honestly, and this is not, like, obviously I think you're correct, like, he definitely told you that, but they were hanging people for no reason back then, so hey, maybe you don't got a witch in your family.
Yeah.
You just got a really unlucky great-great-great-great
Correct.
I know.
Wait, do y'all have like the same name, like last name, or no?
No, I think your last name was Martin.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said that.
So, alright, well, if you start feeling any sense of abilities, let me know, because I gotta check back in with that. I might know a witch now.
And if your uncle comes in with all the information, also let us know.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you. Wow. In Salem. That's crazy. That's actually the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. I really enjoyed that information. What do you, what was going on that they thought there? That's why, like, they say social media is bad for the world, and I agree, but at least TikTok got the youth, like, occupied. You know what I mean? We're not, like, hanging witches. Like, what? It was crazy as shit back then.
Alright, I'm bringing this
bored.
next one.
No, I get it though, Nick.
Also,
Oh my
like,
God.
I think of it like the internet's bad because yes, it spreads rumors, but if one person around her family tree said something, then it's getting carried past through generations, and we still.
I have no idea what you just said, so I'm gonna move on. I literally, like, was looking at you, like, not computing the information into my brain. I'm gonna read the next one.
Maybe that's a you thing.
Bear with me, it's a legit paragraph.
Okay.
So, deep breaths. My older cousin, me, and my younger cousin were all watching a movie. So her and her cousins, could have simplified that. My younger cousin, oh, here we go, that's okay, never mind. My younger cousin fell asleep, so me and my cousin thought it would be a good idea to mess with her. At the time, my cousin was into crocheting, so we took some of her yarn and tied her arms together and her legs together. Prank. We then took her pet hamster and placed it on her face, thinking nothing could go wrong.
Is she asleep or is she allowing all this?
Asleep.
Well, we have to actually find this person and ask them.
Hold on. Let me finish your story, but I hear you. Okay, hold on. The hamster took, not thinking nothing could go wrong. The hamster took a shit on her face, causing her to get severe pink eye and a rash. Oh. She woke up due to the smell and screamed, but couldn't do anything since she was tied up. And me and my older cousin tried to deny this, but it didn't work. Me and my older cousin were both grounded for 2 months. I still feel bad about it to this day, but at least the prank worked. Dude, if I'm tied up by crocheting yarn,
I'm getting out of that!
yeah, come on.
What are we talking about?
Unless she's a tuck-in deep sleeper.
If I had hamster rash ever in my life, I'd be pissed.
Hamster rash. I see that.
She had
Yes.
rash.
Sometimes when I'm reading the Anonymous Confessions, I'm so focused on reading it that I'm not also gathering what I'm saying out loud.
This is like too common of a thing for you.
Just like my brain doesn't
Yeah.
get it all.
I think what Nick Sturniolo focuses on is what he hears, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think you're
And what a blessing that is.
Did you even hear what I just said? Or should I start?
No, I did. What's crazy to me is that it took all the way for the hamster to shit and for bad aroma to fill the air for your cousin to wake up. It's the moment my hands were touched and put together and tied together, and then my legs the same, I'm wide awake.
Correct.
I'm wide awake the moment my hands
Unless she's
touch.
sleeping like Dracula, then. All right. Do you have any questions, Nick?
I don't. Do you have any questions? Do you have anything to say? I know it was yours.
Really deep
Okay.
sleeper. Good takeaway. Okay.
Damn.
So y'all just hog-tied her and threw a hamster on her face. Can't hear nothing. Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
All right, get 10 hamsters and get her again.
Bam.
Deep sleeper. See, you do it over and over with one more additional hamster every single time to see how many hamsters asleep is she, and that's your measure of deep sleeper. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just making shit up. Go ahead, Chris.
I was driving my dad's Bronco and I crashed it into a pond. It was completely submerged, and I was standing on the roof of the car, and the water was up to my thighs. Wow. I couldn't tell my dad, so I called my friends to bring their trucks so we could pull it out. My friend
Never
had...
happening.
Huh?
Never happening. They're getting it out of there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on the edge of my seat.
My friend had an older brother who worked at a mechanic shop, and he fixed it up, drained out all the water, and repaired it.
I'm not understanding how we got it out of the river.
No, that's at the pond, but
Whatever. Body of water.
pond, they clearly said pond.
Chris, please.
A pond and a river are very different. A river
I understand,
is
Chris. I didn't memorize what you were
insufferable.
saying as you were saying it.
I'm just letting you know.
No, but like,
It actually is harder, I feel like, to get it out of... Would it be harder to get a truck out of a pond or a river?
Depends
Chris?
on the way the water's flowing. Is it flowing in the direction you're trying to pull the truck out?
That is a very good, valid point, Nick.
Yeah.
Or Matt,
ponds
whatever
and
you are.
rivers even have like waves and currents? Or
No, a pond is just still
You
water.
guys are unbelievable. Finish this, please.
Okay.
It's not done?
No!
Oh my god, go ahead.
A couple months later, my dad sold the car and promised the buyer that it didn't have any water damage. I still...
What? Too specific to be true.
I agree.
Didn't have water
I
damage?
still haven't told my dad what happened to his Bronco. Well, I don't think it ever happened to...
Guy is not gonna get the car fully out of the pond.
Especially, they're not going to fix it for free.
He got it out of the pond and fixed it up.
What, is she
casually.
forking up like thousands of dollars to repair
No,
the
that's
car?
unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I'm gonna read the next one. This one's strong. I'm gonna skip that one. I once almost blew up my ex-best friend's camper and killed her entire family. And then her dad called me a bitch. How? And that one is... We got questions. Go, Chris.
Well, we have to find the...
Yeah, where are ya?
Where's the camper blow? Oh, right there.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is Hallie.
Nice to meet you.
Depending on how this conversation goes, I might end up afraid.
Okay.
But I'm excited.
Okay.
Why did you almost blow up your ex-best friend's camper?
So I was on a trip with her, and we were really hungry. I was scared of her dad. Her dad's really scary. I was trying to make eggs. I'm not very good at making eggs.
So how did we get to explosion?
Well, the eggs weren't cooking. You see, so
Uh-huh.
I tried to turn the knob because it was like 20 minutes and they weren't cooking. So I tried to turn the knob, and there was this little fire symbol, and something in
Yep,
my
you're at the stove.
something in my gut was like, don't do that, please. And so I didn't. And then when
So don't listen to your gut. Don't hit the roulette wheels because it's all about gut there. Go ahead.
and so after like 30 minutes, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Her dad walks in at the right moment and goes, "Help! Don't do that!" And I was like, okay.
Oh my
And he comes up to me, he goes, if you were to turn that, the propane, something with the propane was wrong.
Yeah,
He was
Classic
like-
propane.
He was like, so you would have actually killed us all?
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Him calling you names is like uncalled for.
I
You're
agree.
trying to make eggs. It's
Yeah.
breakfast time.
Correct.
You're doing your thing.
If you got a faulty propane tank, you gotta let everyone know. So
Well, I'm happy to hear it was an accident. We've had some crazy people on this tour, so at first I thought you were gonna be like, I hate her, so I wanted to
Oh,
kill her
no.
family, and I tripwired the thing, but that was a better.
This was long before that.
Amazing. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. All right. Thank you for
And then I
sharing.
did it a year later on purpose.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.
Wow.
If I want eggs, I know who not to ask. Yeah. I saw the flame thingy. My gut told me. Let's do it. Fuck it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, this is a quick, short, and sweet one. Fun. I ran my brother over with a car on accident.
Wow.
Do you want to find out more?
I don't know how much more we can get out of that, but you can, if you feel.
I already drew the card, Nick.
Matt, you go. Read the next one.
I cut my sister's finger off.
See, that's worth asking more questions about.
Correct.
Where are you?
Right here, she says. I think.
OMG, someone's coming to you.
Hey.
We need Jeopardy music for when people
Is your
are
sister here? I'll give her a high 4.
Hi.
Hey! Is your 9-fingered sister here?
No.
That's okay. What's your name?
My name's Molly.
Nice to meet you. How did you cut her finger off?
It wasn't like her whole finger, but
Like to what joint? What knuckle are we talking? Like how many fingers does she have? Like 4?
she has 5. She has 5.
Okay, I know, but okay, so
it's
4.
a pretty good chunk though.
4 1/4, 4 1/2, 4 1/3, 4 3/3, 3/4. Chris, enough with the math. You're stressing yourself out.
Alright, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, we were like home alone, and she loves peanut butter, and she kept telling me to put peanut butter on my toast, and I fucking hate peanut butter.
Okay. So you stabbed her. No, I mean,
No, but
so you were holding the knife, and
Yeah.
you're like, I'm not putting peanut butter on it.
no, she just kept telling me to put peanut butter on my toast, and I was like, no, and I just got mad, so I like sliced a little bit of her finger off.
All right.
Oh my
I
god.
know the story. I'm sitting here thinking,
I
how
feel
does
like-
this end up with the
I
fingers
feel
gone?
like
you were really thinking of how to not portray as a finger slicer, and I think that's the issue. She's like, how can I say I just fucking lobbed that sucker off, but being as nice and kind as possible? No, that was good.
No, I love my sister. She's great.
Peanut butter. I'll just
Shout
go
out
peanut
her.
butter. Did she forgive you like quickly?
Well, I was like, please don't tell my moms, and but she did it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, she probably needed medical help. Don't tell anyone, you're bleeding everywhere, but.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love you guys.
I love you. Wow. That's sad. Anytime like fingers or pinkies or like toes, like something happens to them, it makes me extra sad because they're just like, I feel like they're like one of the cutest parts of the human body. So it's like a little bit sad. I think that's like a good warning though, like, cause there's 19 more.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine
next
you
time you
fuck
want
with
peanut
me.
butter toast.
You fuck with me, bam, one
Yeah.
finger,
Gone.
keep doing it. You'll end up.
Damn. That was crazy.
Damn.
Okay, go ahead, Chris or me?
Alright, I hate peanut butter.
I
Okay.
fucking hate peanut butter. I loved it. Okay.
Did he just not ask if I was gonna go?
Well,
He did.
you're taking ages, so I was
Just
gonna
making a
go
joke.
ahead.
Alright. Last year in math, I was sitting next to my friend and I was complaining because I hate math. And she says, in quotes, I swear if I have to do another hour of math. Oh, I actually can't read this.
What?
Really? Oh. She's gonna do something that nobody should do. And then the teacher heard and she got expelled.
Oh my god! I'm here.
I don't even know why that's on a card. Go ahead, Nick. When my uncle died, we did a balloon release in his honor at his memorial service.
Aw.
My mom was hosting it and she decided on white balloons. We ended up all laughing our asses off because they looked like floating sperms in the sky. I thought you were gonna make like a wedding joke. I feel like white is like not the color for like memorial service. Yeah, but that's
Hey,
peaceful.
that's nice.
Have you seen those crazy videos of like the people at like wakes or funerals and they have the dove and they throw it and it gets killed? That's really
Crazy.
sad. It's bad. It's bad vibes. Okay. Yeah,
Next one.
Bad vibes.
I was a Dairy Queen worker as my first job, and grill chill and cashier.
Oh, maybe Grill
Oh,
Chill.
Grill Chill. Is that the title of like a Dairy Queener?
Must
I was working the grill one day, and the fry basket branded my arm, so I'm going to have a Dairy Queen on me for the rest of my life.
Whoa.
It's a Dairy Queen shaped fryer? That's my takeaway.
Wait, no.
Yes, she has a Dairy Queen logo brand.
I think it's just like the like.
No, it sounds like it's like.
I think it's the squares of a fryer, but it just reminds her of being a Dairy Queener.
I like that we turned
Dairy
it into
Queen.
this.
You wanna find them and ask?
Yeah, I have one quick question. Where are you?
Hey, it's the Dairy Queener.
Okay.
Oh, yes. They're really close over there. I hope you're not making any blizzards with peanut butter.
You guys are near each other.
Watch your
With the
fingers.
finger.
Hey.
I'm Kenya.
Nice to meet you.
Meet you.
Okay, my one big question. Is your branding on your body, is
Yes,
it like a line?
it's on my pi symbol from math. It's horrible. I hate
Oh
math.
my god.
Yes, it's on my arm forever.
So it doesn't look like the Dairy Queen logo, like
Oh,
Nick was
thank God.
instructing.
No.
Okay.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Wait,
No,
so
it would not.
I have another question actually, unrelated to the
Yeah,
whole
for sure.
thing. Did you ever like work at somewhere else and then you go to do the Blizzard thing? Or like, have you ever done the Blizzard thing and it just like, boop, like plops
Oh,
out?
that happened because my chill workers doubled the cup because the cup was like
Oh.
cracked. I had no idea. I was working cashier that day.
Got it.
So I flip it in front of the drive-through and it just falls down.
Blizzard
and
down.
me and the customer just like look down for a second and we just like don't
You're
know
like,
what to say.
wait, so what does that mean for the customer? Isn't it like a free Blizzard?
Yeah, if the Dairy Queen
All good.
Dairy Queen worker doesn't like flip the Blizzard, you get a free Blizzard.
Oh,
Life hack.
wow.
Love that.
Wow.
That's honestly one of my favorite parts.
That's my dream, is to like do the Blizzard thing and like
Well,
catch
if
them.
it makes you feel better, we're big Dairy Queen fans. So look at your scar and be like,
Thank
the
you.
triplets love Dairy Queen.
That's
there you
a
go.
good one there.
Dream comes
Thank
true.
you.
All right.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Love you guys.
Love you. That's a fun story. I love Dairy Queen. All right, now I'm just thinking of ice cream. I'm like,
What's your go-to Blizzard, Nick?
birthday cake. Okay. At the end of last year, my best friend had a boyfriend, and he was mean to her. So I texted him and said, "If you are mean to her again, I'll punch a hole through your stomach like a donut." It's a unique threat. I love that. The next day, I got called to the principal's office, and I never told my parents. That's a silly one.
Wait, Nick, write that down. Punch a hole through
No,
the stomach
it's gotta
like
be
a
unique
donut.
to me. I appreciate that one.
That's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna steal it. I can't rob another joke. You can
Mhm,
love
got
that
it.
now.
Alright. My grandpa was riding his dirt bike and slipped and fell off a 30-foot cliff. He's good now, though. 30-foot? Nick, did you hear that?
No, I was reading.
Grandpa, dirt bike, 30-foot cliff, all good.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But he's good, though. He's good.
I feel like at one point when you're like a baby and you're like you run into a wall and it doesn't hurt you like a baby, you kind of like circle back to that as an elderly person. Or like you get something.
Strongly disagree.
Very bad take, Nick. Okay, I'll read the next one.
Nick, if you're an elderly person,
You're
like-
falling off a 30-foot cliff. I'm surprised he's all good.
Dude, a fall from the kitchen counter to the floor would like take you out.
Dude, when I was little, I used to see so many Life Alert commercials that I used to think like, oh my god, I need to get on this before I'm too old. Like I gotta get it now because I'm getting worried for myself. I was like 9. I'm like, you need to stop worrying about Life Alert. You're 10.
Yeah.
Chill. Watch TV. My god.
I need something like roulette alert or something when you're gambling too
Stop
much.
it. I'm not a bad guy. Yeah. Okay. I used to purposely make my friends look bad and make up terrible stories to their significant others because I found joy in couples breaking up. That's crazy. They said, I haven't done this in a year and I'm very happy for all of my friends in relationships. Are you sure about that? That's crazy.
Yikes. Alright, I'll read another one. My dog got attacked by another dog. When she was getting better, she got ran over twice at a parade. She's good now though, just really fat.
Oh, that's why we can't move as much. She's like, damn it.
Dude, 2 times at the parade, who's holding the leash?
I know.
Seems like a rain problem. It rains. Isn't that horses?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What, I just fully jumped from dog to horse in like a
All right, Chris, do you want to read another confession, or
I think we're at
the time where
Let me
speed
yeah.
run these.
I'll speed run these 4 and then we can do the stories.
Story times, go.
I had 3 boyfriends in my early 20s and now one is my fiance.
Fire.
I'm sitting next to my best friend of 3 years and I have a crush on her, but she thinks I'm a girlfriend.
Wait. From the ages of like 6 to 9, my mom fully convinced me my aunt was my real mom as a joke.
Damn! My mom shut the car door on my head when I was 3 by accident. Shut the car door on her head.
She's fine. She
I
doesn't confess.
kind of get the trunk though. Door is crazy, but I could get
Read the rest of it, Chris.
The emergency room was out of state. What?
What?
The emergency room was out of staples to staple her head.
What? You can't run out of those. It's an emergency room.
Just go to an Office Max, dude. That's like going to fucking. That's like going to Dairy Queen having no blizzard. It's like
I know. What the hell?
So I had to get it glued together, dude. You can't. That's not a substitute. I feel like if you can't get staples,
dude.
If you can't get staples, you got to go to stitches. How do you go to staples to glue?
No, I don't know. That's crazy.
I have a permanent flat spot on the back of my head.
Aw.
How did I just hit you with that?
I don't know. A couple of years ago, I begged my parents for a bunny. Soon after I convinced them to get the bunny, what does it say? She hated the bunny and would stop feeding it and taking care of it, hoping it would die. Alright, that's enough.
Oh my
Goodness, Easter was like a week ago. It's like getting close to home. All right, guys, it's time for our Storytime Roulette segment.
Good anonymous confession segment. You guys had some good ones. That was
Yeah,
fun.
I was expecting more like gambling and
All right.
responsibility, but it
Because,
was really
because
good.
this is the 14th show, so we only have 2 more. Instead of just revealing the Storytime like number, I kind of want to do a little different today and let you guys bet on it because we're in Vegas. You know what I mean? So basically, how it's gonna work is we usually spin the wheel, and whatever number it lands on, we read the story time that's inside of the same folder. So before we spin the wheel today, I want you guys to guess between our last 2 numbers whether you think it's 4 or 10. Okay? So wait, we're gonna cheer. We're gonna cheer in accordance to it, okay? If you think it's 10, make some noise. On 10. Or most of you better.
Shoot.
4. Alright, 10's going back, 10 will be in LA.
Damn.
Alright, 4. A lot of you lost, don't touch your luck out there.
Yeah, that one was free.
Alright, story time topic today is funniest or worst vacation moments.
Wow. Oh, how fitting. Very fitting.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt, do you want to start us off? Chris, do you want to start us off?
I just got this.
So did we all, right? They're in the envelope?
Nick, I have one, but it instantly puts you into a story time.
That's okay.
I have when Nick saved an entire family drowning in a pool.
Yes.
And this was actually in Vegas. When
We were in Vegas and we were like 15 and we were visiting our brother because he plays poker professionally, so he was here. And a dad was swimming around in a pool at a hotel thinking he was literally an Olympian. Like he was like ditching his daughter and wife to like swim laps around the
He
pool.
had like the whole getup.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Hat.
I'm like, dude, you're on vacation.
What's the thing?
You
The
got it.
hat, swim cap.
There you go. And his daughter like wanted to like hang out with her dad, so she jumped into the pool, but she couldn't swim. So she starts like visibly drowning. But I thought they were like joking around for like a split second, and then her mom started to panic, and she jumped in, who also couldn't swim, but she wanted to like save her daughter, so she jumped in to save her. And 15-year-old me somehow had the strength to go in and like carry both of them out of the pool at the same time.
So
I don't know
crazy.
where the adrenaline came from in my body, but I ended up. It ended up pissing me off because the dad didn't even know it happened. I'm like, I just saved your entire family, and you are still swimming away from them. It was crazy. That was one of the craziest things ever.
Insane. Literally crazy.
Yeah.
You were
Do
like-
another story or no?
Let me look.
Who were you saying I was like? You were like this, like mom in this arm, girl in this arm, like walking up the steps.
That was
of the
crazy.
Oh my god, you're like
15 years old.
I know. That's what's making it even crazier.
You were stronger than you are now.
Probably.
Not to hate.
No, true.
All right, I'm reading my cue card. I'm trying to find more good, fun stories. Matt, do you have one? I want Nick to go.
When we just recently turned 21 and we went to an Airbnb in New Hampshire, and we were like in the middle of the woods, and our older brother Justin was like, I'm gonna be there. And so it was like in the middle of the woods, so like driving up at night, it was way harder to see the place because it's New Hampshire.
There's like a cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. So Justin, he calls us.
No, we texted him. We were like, Justin, when you get here, make sure you stay to the left of the fork in the road.
He doesn't do that. He gets closer and he calls us. He's like, I think I see the house. I think I see the house. And we're all in the living room and we're watching a movie, so like most of the lights are off. And then we just see the living room starting to fill with lights, and Justin's headlights are like beaming into the house, and he couldn't see and accidentally almost drove into the house that we were at. And he went through the whole front yard of the house. Like the lights should not have been illuminating the living room. It was unbelievable. Such a good one. I have another like Vermont story. We went to an Airbnb recently, and we were supposed to stay there for like 3 days. And the second we get there, the Airbnb host was like, oh, we're supposed to get 16 inches of snow. So you either have to prepare and get like canned goods, like at the zombie apocalypse, to like lock in for like a week, or leave tonight. And we were like, it's not gonna snow that bad, like we'll be fine. And then all of a sudden some random lumberjack looking guy comes out of nowhere with a big thing of gasoline. We were like, oh, if they're planning to like keep gasoline,
like a power generator,
all this stuff, we're like, we need to get out of here.
I drove 18 hours that day.
Yeah, we ended up driving to New Hampshire and back in one day because of the snow. But that's all I have for stories. If you guys are going, I think I'm done. Oh, that's the other. I remember you looked outside and you saw Nathan, and you're like, "There's even a lady over there." Nathan's like, "Oh my god, yeah." Nathan, he had a bad haircut during that trip. Poor kid. I literally saw him from like 30 feet away, and I was like, "Who's that lady over there?" That was the thing. I was like, "Dude, look at that random guy bringing up gasoline. Like, this must be serious. We gotta get out of here." Who's that lady? Who's that lady? It was Nathan. Oh, poor kid. My one honorable mention is when Justin pantsed you at whale watching with 75 people on the boat. That was insane. Yeah. Anyways, are you guys ready for today's surprise? Perfect, we're ready too. Okay. So basically, as you guys know, this is our 14th out of 15 shows. When we were leaving for this tour, we had the thought process of we had 0 individual memories. Me and I and Chris could look back at every single situation from our entire life, and we all could revisit the exact same memory together. So we realized we need to do some things by ourselves and surprise each other live on stage. So let's see who's surprising you guys today. When it gets to the 5-second static countdown, you guys gotta do it with us. Really scared. Alright, get ready to count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready to get surprised? I'm as ready as I am. It really scares me when you guys surprise me. It really freaks me out. What a time. Okay, you are gonna go do this TV thing. Yeah. And I'm gonna grab the hint. I'll explain what's going on. Yes. Okay, guys. Matt's getting our hint over there. He's gonna take it out and let Nick take a final guess at what he thinks our surprise is, and then also one person in the crowd can take a guess. Nick over here, he switched the TV to our reaction camera, which is going to portray Nick's face while he sits in that couch and watches the big surprise. Which is Yeah, sit down. Chris's lazy ass didn't take it out of the bag, so you guys should already know what it is, but he didn't take it out. Take it out of the bag. Nick, shut your eyes. Okay. Thank you. Shut my eyes? What am I wearing? Look at the TV and find out. Can you see it from there? Oh, there's also a thing. Hold on. Is it a bucket hat? Someone trying to connect to our TV. Deny. Oh, I have to get up and do it. Is this Chris's bucket hat from when we were kids, or is this just a new bucket hat? It's a bucket hat. It looks like a tropical. Don't try to connect to our TV again. I think that. I don't know. Did you guys go on vacation without me? Did you guys go on vacation without me? No. Okay, someone in the crowd take a guess. All right, read it quick. There's someone with a microphone right there. Okay, they will pick somebody. All right, what's your name?
My name is Morgan.
Nice to meet you, Morgan.
I have to agree with Nick. I think you also went on vacation without Nick.
All right, you just fucked up, Morgan. All right. Thanks, Morgan.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you. All right, let's play the surprise.
Say, take your second. Just real quick, we can only play the surprise once, so make sure you're quiet and listening because we don't want you to miss anything, all right?
Have fun, laugh,
still
enjoy
enjoy
yourselves,
it.
but don't interrupt funny jokes.
Exactly.
There we go.
Let's go.
Our luck is run very thin. Me and Chris have been trying to swim with sharks for the LA show for I think a month and a half now, and we were gonna do it in California, which we live half of the year, and they lost their license to do it. We're in Hawaii right now, and we wake up this morning at 6 in the morning, we drive on the way there, and because there's a couple clouds in the sky and rain is falling, they cancel it because of weather.
We got here last night and we leave tomorrow, and today our only plan was to swim with sharks and it got canceled. I couldn't be more upset.
It's really devastating.
It's already March 4th, so we can't plan and refilm because our first show is in 24 days.
Can't do that.
And we're gonna be on tour, and we just don't have time to come back to Hawaii to swim with sharks. It was today or never, so.
I don't think I felt like a lot of really bad feelings in my life. I think that this is top 3 most negative. I literally was wearing a hat with a shark on it all day, and I'm aggravated at the fact that it was on my head, and I
have a bathing suit on this, and we were on the way to film it. I've been scared to do it. We've been talking about it for. How long have we been talking about doing this? Like
a month and a half.
Is this a prank?
More than that. 4 months we've been talking about doing this.
Yeah.
I feel like a little kid with a diaper on right now who just got told they can't go to Disneyland. And we have 24 days till the LA show and that's 0.
Yeah, and guess what, Chris? I have to go to jury duty for a fucking week.
I know.
Right? So, I had an aha moment last night eating P.F. Chang's.
and both did.
And listen, I know that sounds crazy. I really did have this aha moment. On the P.F. Chang's fortune cookie, your perseverance will come in handy tomorrow. I'm sitting here last night eating orange chicken from P.F. Chang's, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna persevere through these sharks, and it's gonna be amazing. But we missed the bigger picture, Chris. Our perseverance in tomorrow going wrong is going to help us with everything in the future of the tour.
Decided to make Nick extremely jealous. Jealous!
We got sandwiches. Because when we were recording this thing, I talked to the vlog about it, so I'm gonna show them the pulled pork. I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna get the best pulled pork sandwich on the face of the fucking planet, and then not show them.
Last time we were in Hawaii, Nick loves the pulled pork sandwich. So me and Matt thought, while we're in Hawaii, how awesome would it be to eat some Hawaiian pulled pork without Nick? Because he's gonna severely miss out on an amazing Hawaiian pulled pork sandwich. One of Nick's top 3 things ever, or meal ever, he said, in life. Oh! It was a fly. Fly. I can't believe I'm gonna be sleeping in my bed.
I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit like this, it's like, I go from the helicopter to this. Now it's like, I'm gonna go home and sleep. That's a pelican. No, it's not. That's a pelican. That's not a pelican. That has to be a pelican. You see the mouth on it, dude? It's not a pelican. What? Tell me that's not what you're looking at, Chris. Oh, wait, yeah. No, tell me that's not exactly what you saw. No, Chris, that's a pelican, dude. No, it's not. I saw the napalm. Shut up, let me crush you. That's a pelican. Oh, look at someone zipping through the air. See, there's a falcon, Chris. Chris? Can you get that bird? Get this bird. Can you record it? It's really cool. What's on his back there?
GPS.
Oh, wow. He can fly.
Find my phone, find my camera.
Yeah, find your falcon?
Find my falcon.
I love it. That's awesome.
He is one of the falcons that works here in our falconry experience program.
That's really cool.
What a guy. That's awesome. Well, thank you for letting us see
Thank
the
you.
falcon. Have a good
Appreciate
day.
it. That was awesome. That was like one of the coolest things I've ever witnessed in my life.
That was insane.
That was
Thanks for letting me see your falcon.
That is like actually maximum aura. Like,
What time is it? Let me ask my falcon.
I think that the shark thing going wrong has really just made this the best tour surprise because it's like 2 helicopters, 2 islands, a falcon, and a lot of zip lines. Wow, Matt, this is awesome. Dude, I was literally standing here, I was talking to you guys, and I'm just scanning down. I'm like, that dude has a falcon on his wrist.
Yeah, that was sick.
Alright, everyone, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought this was 1 zip line. I was just informed it's 5. And they're intense. We just saw someone soar through the fucking screaming, actually. Screaming, soar through the sky. That, don't tell me that's one of them. What? That wire line up there. Where are you looking? No, this could get crazy. Dude, way up there. This is way more intense than I ever thought. I thought it was like 1 chill zip line. Damn, this is hot. That was fun. Way faster than I thought. That was really cool. Holding the GoPro was very difficult of a challenge. I was like, my nuts. Really hurt. Oh, he's spinning. Bro doesn't know how to lift up his knees.
Everybody does on the first line. When you come in, just keep those knees up all the way through.
Good thing I have 4 other times to retry. I thought I was gonna crush my or something. I know.
Alright, sweet, you're good to go.
See you later.
Peace out.
Wow, that one had some serious speed to it. Better landing. Yeah, I won. You thought, Matt, you were gonna do the same thing again. I got like halfway then. Yeah. How was your view? It was good. Really fired. I don't know how I felt as if my hat was gonna come off. Dude, I thought I was like, how in the world is my hat gonna come off when I have a helmet on? I felt the same way. I was just really confused because I felt like it was like this. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, I felt the exact same way. Dude, that was really fun. That was really fun. Are you jealous? I got water. And I can go get water. I'm not that jealous. So. Damn, I see like 100 more. One day, I'm gonna take a kayak all the way down. A kayak. That is really funny. Dude, he's like, oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, you have to scream that in the middle. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I know, you must
Give it a shot. You're such a quiet, spoken fellow.
Dude, bragging right now. You're good to go.
Later. Perfect. Let's go. It was really good. Really good, really fun, really fast. I'm ready to hear the scream. Oh my god! Weak. My scream is better. I wanted to be a quick one. Yours would have been better, but mine was way better. As if like something quickly went wrong.
You just fell off and went straight down.
That's what I want. Very fun. I felt like the fastest I'd gone was on that one, honestly. Felt really quick. The last second I envisioned the cord snapping, and I was like, if I were to fall, how fall would I fall? That was like a tongue twister. If I were to fall, how far would I fall? That's what I meant to say. Here he comes. Glad I didn't need the rope.
It was close. I was reaching.
Yeah. Do you ever think, Matt, like if I were to fall, that would suck? I thought that on that one. I was like, when the noise was happening, like this, I just thought of like the cord just being like, and then down I go. Like from right, see where the break thing is?
Oh no,
right
that's
there.
not a death fall. That's just like broken femur.
It just depends how you land.
Yeah. I mean, all of it is. You know, it's all everything is.
That's really deep, actually. I don't know if it was really deep, but I appreciate that. No problem. You think it'd be funny? Yeah, just do it. I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. I love that it's up to me.
Yeah, it's totally, whoever's coming down first. I like that it's
Amazing. I agree.
Matt. Yeah.
Awesome. So me and Matt are pranking the other Matt. This is gonna be great. He's gonna on purposely send him out into the middle of the zip line.
Stand by.
Oh, that was amazing. I am! I'm stuck on this thing. They left me out here to dry. Starting to really hurt my private areas. Really feeling bunched up. Circulation is getting thin in areas that should be high. You really hate to see it. Here we go. He's pulling the rope. I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
From one match to another, I couldn't.
Yeah, I
couldn't resist.
All right, everyone. That concludes mine and Chris's final tour surprise.
Woo!
Nick, did you like it? That was really a twist and a take.